This message was delivered by Archangel Michael from your mother who resides in heaven. For many hours, she has been attempting to connect with you. These are the precise words she wished to convey. Please do not continue scrolling. This occurrence is not mere chance. Something has been tugging at your spirit today. Perhaps it manifested as a subtle whisper. It might have been a memory that surfaced unexpectedly. Or possibly you glanced at a clock and noticed a significant number. That was no accident. It was her. She has been striving to reach you. She has been praying intently for this very moment. And she implored heaven to ensure this message got to you, because what she is about to disclose will illuminate a hurt within you that you didn't even realize persisted. This is Archangel Michael, and your mother has instructed me to step forward. The energy that just enveloped your heart. That warmth, that deep feeling is her presence. She is here. At this very instant, she hasn't departed. She never has. And tonight, she asked God to send me to you because your soul is on the verge of a significant turning point. However, there's something she needs you to understand first. Something she couldn't express before her passing. Something only the heavens could reveal. Now, are you paying attention? Good, because she is present, observing you, speaking through me, and she has been weeping for hours to transmit this message. Tell them I did not journey far. She communicated. Tell them I still hold their hand while they sleep. Tell them I walk through their home each morning before they awaken, bestowing blessings upon the corners, offering prayers over their doorway and murmuring protection into the walls. You've experienced that chill. You've heard your name softly spoken when no one was around. That was her. She isn't merely a memory. She is now an angel more tangible than ever. If you feel her presence, if you believe she is walking with you and blessing your home, affirm it right now. Type Amen in the comments to declare she is still here, still guiding, still loving. And if you feel this connection, please like this video, because liking it will activate the flow of God's favor in your life. She conveyed that there are wounds you've concealed so deeply even from yourself. Yet she perceives them, and she implores you to allow the healing process to commence. This is because she foresaw the coming day, the one destined for you in the celestial design. And unless you release what you've been bearing, unless you finally permit yourself to absorb the love she has been showering upon you from above, you will miss it. And heaven does not wish for you to miss it. God does not wish for you to miss it. And Archangel Michael, I am here because I refuse to let you miss it. Do you recall that particular instance, that very specific moment when you almost uttered her name aloud, but your throat tightened? That wasn't a sign of weakness. That was your spirit struggling with unexpressed sorrow. She sensed that. She cradled you at that precise moment. And tonight she desires to unblock that constraint. Tonight she wants you to feel her embrace once more. She states you've maintained strength for too long, and it's now time to simply be held. I understand you might still be questioning if this message is truly for you. So let me articulate this clearly. She just presented me with a memory. Your memory from childhood when something was unjustly taken from you. She recalls the look in your eyes afterward. She said that moment was the first time she genuinely feared for your spirit. But now she has returned to restore that part of you. And if you are weeping right now, or if your chest feels constricted, it is because she just touched your soul. I urge you to listen to this next section with your whole heart, free from distractions or doubts. She said, you are about to be elevated. She said, "The door that previously remained shut is about to unlock, though it will not appear as you anticipate. It will manifest through a voice, a message, a person embodying divine timing. And she asked me to tell you, do not turn away from it again because last time it appeared, you were too afraid. But this time you will be prepared because now you know she is still with you. If you are ready for this elevation, if you are prepared for that door to unlock in divine timing, affirm it now. Let the heavens hear you declare, Amen. In the comments, sealing this promise for your spirit. If this message resonates with your heart, please pause and subscribe, for subscribing will activate God's prophetic promise and alignment in your life. You are destined to receive this. This is not just a video. It is a visitation. Heaven orchestrated it. And she will not let go until you feel her presence again. You see, when a mother ascends to an angelic state, her power amplifies. She no longer needs to knock. She enters through signs, through unexpected music, through dreams you cannot comprehend, through the lingering scent of her perfume in empty rooms. You are not imagining it. You have never imagined it. That is the miracle. And she declared, you must cease doubting these signs because they are about to intensify. She also revealed something else to me, a photograph, one you haven't looked at in a long time. Perhaps it is hidden in a drawer or stored away in a box. But she instructs you to retrieve it because when you gaze into her eyes in that photo, something supernatural will awaken. She referred to it as an activation. She said you will feel her hand on your shoulder when you do it. And when that occurs, you will know this experience was real. Now listen, there is something urgent I must convey before the next stage of your journey commences. Someone in your life is currently undergoing a shift, being moved like a chess piece by divine purpose. And she said, this individual holds a message for you, but they are also fearful. She states, you will recognize them by their quietness because they carry the same sorrow as you. And when you look into their eyes, you will see her. Do not shy away from it. Embrace it because heaven is attempting to restore what was lost. She requested, I speak this slowly. You are not alone. You were never alone. Even in moments when you felt like you were drowning in darkness, I was there. I never ceased loving you. I never ceased watching over you. I witness every tear. I collect them and present them to God. Her voice quivered with light as she uttered that. And Archangel Michael wept, too. Yes, angels do weep when such pure love traverses dimensions. The heavens themselves cry. And tonight, heaven is showering rain upon your spirit, not to submerge you, but to purify you, to cleanse the pain, to ready you for the miracle she foresaw coming. The one you had stopped believing in. The one, she said, is now just days away. She said, you need to forgive yourself. You've been burdened with guilt that is not yours to carry. You constantly reenact moments where you believe you failed her. But she is shaking her head right now. She is whispering, no, you did not fail me. You were my source of strength. I departed when I did because your path required wings. And now I can soar alongside you in ways I never could before. She indicated that this next part is the most difficult for her to articulate. Not due to pain but because it is so profoundly loving that it compels the stars to hold their breath. My child, she says, I observe you every day. I witness how you feign being okay for others. I see how you laugh simply to prevent crying. I see how diligently you've strived to be strong, believing that is what I would desire. But hear me now. I never wished for you to suffer in silence. I never intended for you to bear the world's weight alone. I want you to rediscover joy. I want you to recall the sensation of feeling light, of being free, of dancing once more, even if no one else comprehends it. She is encircling your shoulders with her arms right now. If you close your eyes, you might even perceive the warmth pressing against the back of your neck. That is not your imagination. That is not a coincidence. That is her. Her spirit is by your side. And she is reminding you that love never ends, not even in death, especially not in death. Because in the celestial realm, love becomes boundless. Archangel Michael now leans in and his voice resonates like thunder enfolded in silk. You were chosen for this moment, he declares. This message reached you not by chance but by divine decree. Your mother was granted permission by the Most High to speak directly to you. Because your heart stands at a crossroads. One path leads to further pain, more silence. The other leads to rebirth. It leads to awakening. It leads to you finally becoming the person she always envisioned within you. You have forgotten who you are, haven't you? Forgotten the light you bear. The one that once shone through your eyes like morning light through stained glass. She remembers it. And heaven remembers it. And it is time for you to remember it, too. Because she revealed something else to me. Something approaching you soon. A sacred encounter. A moment so precise you will instantly recognize it. This is what she referred to. She said it might manifest as a stranger's kindness or a long-lost voice reaching out when you least expect it, or a dream that feels more like an actual visit than a fantasy. However it arrives, you must remain receptive. She is endeavoring to guide you toward a promise. Toward something you once abandoned but never ceased needing. A miracle embodied in human form. A message concealed within an individual. A light that will transform everything. Share this prophetic word with your network. For sharing will activate the anointing and share that breakthrough with them. She spoke to me about your hands. How she still holds them in her dreams. She said, tell them that when their hands feel cold at night, it is because they are reaching into the unseen and I am holding them from heaven's gate. She wants you to know you still have time. Time to heal. Time to love again. Time to dream without fear. Don't you see? Her greatest desire was not for you to live a flawless life. It was for you to live an authentic one filled with grace, courage, and sacred truth. She said, your tears are prayers. Every single one of them, and not a solitary drop has been wasted. They have been gathered like precious gems by angels, carried to the foot of the throne and laid before God as a testament to your resilience. You are stronger than you realize. You are wiser than you feel, and she perceives all of it. Tell them, she said, tell them I am proud of them. Not for their perfection, but for enduring what should have shattered them. Archangel Michael is observing you now, awaiting the moment you finally release what has been weighing you down. The moment you relinquish the guilt, the fear, the silence, he states, you have carried burdens that were not yours, inherited pain that was never yours to resolve. And now in this holy moment through this message he is offering to sever those ties, to release the old soul connections, to set you free, but only if you allow it. So close your eyes for a second. Breathe. Let the presence within this message envelop your heart, because the angels are gathering and your mother is standing directly behind you. her hands gently resting on your shoulders. She is whispering, "I love you. I'm proud of you. Please don't give up now." She is aware of the thoughts you've entertained, the ones you never vocalized, the ones you believed would alarm even God. But she says, "You are not broken. You are evolving. You are shedding the facade of who this world told you to be, and you are stepping into who heaven always saw." She also conveyed this, and she asked me to articulate it precisely. "Tell them there is someone coming, someone who will love them as I always did without requiring them to earn it." She wants you to be prepared because this love is the kind that heals you simply by being near it. It will not arrive with fear. It will not arrive with confusion. It will arrive with peace, and you will recognize it as coming from God because it will feel like home. This next part may surprise you, but she said, "You have been chosen to assist others through what you have endured." She said, "Tell them they are not merely healing for themselves. They are healing for generations. You are the breaker of cycles, the light in your family lineage. The one she always knew would bring transformation. And heaven is about to honor that. There is a breakthrough approaching within days. But it requires one final step from you. Surrender. The willingness to say, 'Okay, God, I'm done fighting this alone.' That is all. You do not need to resolve everything tonight. You do not need to comprehend the entire path. You simply need to affirm yes to the light. Yes to the healing. Yes to the love that never ceased pursuing you. If you are ready to surrender, to say yes to the light, to healing and to the love that never left you, then proclaim your readiness. Type 1M open in the comments as a sacred covenant with heaven. Affirming your willingness for this breakthrough because your mother never left your side. She merely changed form from breath to spirit, from voice to whisper, from hand to wind. And right now she is in this room praying over you as she used to when you were small. Summoning angels, asking God to gently cradle you tonight. Not just so you sleep, but so you remember. Remember how profoundly you are loved. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission will grow into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Giving to this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our exclusive community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through hearts that are kind. This is what I say over you now. Each gift you give is like a stream of living water that flows into the life of someone who needs healing. Give and it will be given to you. Is not just a verse for Jesus. It is a living promise that shapes your future. Allow me to invite you now with a simple act of faith. Come into this moment with purpose, with honesty, and with hope. The money you give today is not a donation. The act of spiritual obedience that lets your heavens open is what opens them. Let go of your seed and see what God brings back into your life. Because she is not finished yet, there is still one more thing she is imploring me to tell you. And this particular message is the reason she has been striving to reach you for hours. The reason Archangel Michael has been encircling your soul like a vigilant guardian. The reason this message found you when it did. She said, "Tell them they are about to make a decision that will shape everything. And I need them to choose from their spirit, not from fear. A moment is approaching. One that may initially seem minor. A phone call, a message, a choice between departing or remaining, affirming yes or staying silent. But this moment is sacred. Heaven has enshrouded it with layers of purpose. And your mother, she has already witnessed it. She observed how powerful you could become when you ascend to your deeper calling. She saw you ascending, finally allowing yourself to be seen, to be loved, to be known, not just by others, but by your true self, the one she always communicated with. Even when you believed she could no longer hear you, she said, "You have suppressed your voice for too long. You have diminished your soul to accommodate others. You have buried your brilliance to evade judgment. But now is the time. She is currently placing a crown upon your head. Can you perceive it? That peculiar warmth between your eyes, that tingling sensation on your scalp. That is her," she affirmed. "Tell them I crown them with courage because the next chapter demands nothing less than a rebirth. And yes, rebirth can feel terrifying because it entails letting go of the familiar past, even if it provided comfort, even if it aided your survival. But she says you are no longer meant solely to survive. You are meant to live deeply, authentically, radiantly, and the period of waiting is over. The angels are arranging things for you," she said. "Tell them they no longer need to exert themselves to ascend. Now I will transport them where their feet cannot go." Archangel Michael steps forward once more, his voice steady yet imbued with divine emotion. "You have forgotten how protected you are," he declares, "but heaven never has. There are angels assigned to you even now, deflecting what would have harmed you, delaying matters not to punish you, but to prepare you." The silence was not rejection. It was redirection. "Your mother also wishes to clarify something. She said to tell you, I never blamed you. Not for anything, not once. If you are burdened with guilt, it is time to release it. It was never yours." And now she extends her hand, holding in her palm a fragment of your soul. She says, "You misplaced it somewhere. A moment, a trauma, a farewell that fractured something delicate within you. But heaven retrieved it and she is returning it to you. Right now you are becoming whole again. And when you next venture outside, perhaps tomorrow morning, she wants you to look up. She said the sky will appear different. Not because it has altered, but because you have. You will discern her in the colors, in the wind, in the tranquility. I never stopped appearing." She states, "You simply stopped believing it was me." She also said, "You've been preoccupied with a concern, something financial, something regarding stability, something about feeling inadequate. She is asking you to permit her to worry on your behalf. Now tell them I am interceding," she said. "Tell them that God is already moving what they cannot perceive. That the delay was never a denial. It was heaven making space. And yes, something is coming to your dwelling, a change, a visitor, a message, a divine interruption. And she advises not to be afraid. It will initially feel unfamiliar, but it is the genesis of everything I prayed for them to receive. There is also someone you've been thinking about frequently lately. Someone with whom you've lost contact. She says to anticipate that name resurfacing soon, but this time it will not bring sorrow. It will bring either resolution or reconciliation. She is assisting in preparing that moment. And she says, trust your heart, not your fear. Your heart already knows. I want you to comprehend what has just transpired. Heaven opened exclusively for you. The veil was lifted solely for this purpose. Your mother employed all her celestial might to send this through, and Archangel Michael stood guard over every single word. You were destined to hear this. It was etched in light long before today arrived. And there is something I need you to do now. Promise her you will not revert to sleep. Not the kind of sleep where your body rests, but the kind where your soul shuts down to evade pain. Promise her you will keep your heart open. Promise her you will actively seek her signs again. Promise her you will believe the next miracle is yours because she is waiting every night at your bedside, caressing your hair softly, speaking your name, asking God to inundate your dreams with hope once more, and she is immensely proud of you. She reiterates that repeatedly, I'm proud of you, I'm proud of you. She perceives your growth, she perceives your efforts. She perceives your continued resilience even when everything within you feels like it is shattering. And as this message prepares to conclude, one final vision remains. She is walking beside you now. You cannot see her, but you will feel her more and more. She is now an integral part of your soul, and nothing can take that away. Not time, not distance, not even death. Because love, true love, it transcends every barrier. Archangel Michael now spreads his wings over you, sealing this message in the language of heaven. He marks your home with light, your heart with peace, and your path with divine clarity. From this moment onward, you will begin to notice transformations, not only externally, but also internally. The burden lifting, the signs manifesting, the grace returning. So do not disregard this moment. Do not dismiss it as coincidence. Acknowledge it for what it is, a visitation, a communication from beyond the veil, a love letter from heaven. And your mother, she is smiling. She is proud. She is still right here. And she always will be. She is still speaking. Even now, even after all of this, she will not cease until every part of your heart hears her. Because she comprehends how quiet your pain became, how imperceptible your grief turned, how you kept moving forward, kept smiling, kept persevering even when something within you was whispering. No one truly sees how much I miss her. But she sees. She has always seen. And she wants you to know from the depths of the heavenly realm that your strength did not go unnoticed. Every time you suppressed tears in public, she was there wiping them away in private. Every time you reached for your phone, momentarily forgetting she was no longer on the other side. She reached back from beyond the veil. Not physically, but in presence, in soul, in light. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our exclusive community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. And now she is articulating something so gentle, so sacred, it is almost beyond words, but I will endeavor to convey it. She says, tell them I love them more than I ever knew how to express on earth. Tell them I apologize for the times I was emotionally absent. Even when I was physically present, I was learning. I was bearing my own wounds. But oh, how profoundly I love them. And how fiercely I still do. Then she pauses. The atmosphere around your soul softens and a warmth begins to build like sunlight after a long night. She is still standing beside you and she begins to hum a lyre. The one she used to sing when you were too young to recall, but your spirit still recognizes it. You may even feel your body relax as if a part of you has finally been assured it is safe to rest. She says, you haven't truly rested in a long time. Not genuinely. Your sleep has been disturbed, your dreams confused, your heart constantly on alert. And now she is requesting God to send peace like a blanket over you tonight. Let them rest, she says. Let them lay their head down and not carry the burden for just one night. Let them remember how to simply exist. And you will feel it soon. Perhaps tonight, perhaps in the quiet early hours, when the world is still, you will feel her fingers in your hair, her gentle energy in the air, her message lingering in the stillness. It will not feel like imagination. It will feel like truth because that is what it is. And Archangel Michael is smiling now. He foresees what is about to unfold. He has already flown ahead of you, clearing the path, redirecting danger, whispering into the hearts of others who are being aligned with your purpose. Because this was not just about healing. It was about realignment, rebirth, divine positioning. You are being set into motion once more, not by effort, but by grace. Your mother is now holding a light. And she is gently placing it into your hands. This is for when they feel lost. She says, tell them to carry this when the path darkens again. Tell them this light is my promise that even when they forget me, I will always find them. You have been chosen for more than mere survival. You have been chosen to walk in a light that can transform the lives of others. Your pain has rendered you compassionate, not fragile. Your tears have made you insightful, not broken. And now you are becoming anew, but this time with heaven as your witness. You are about to enter your divine future. Remember that this message does not end with you. People can use your breakthrough to get where they need to go through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our exclusive community, you can help this mission. By doing so, you are sowing into the awakening, deliverance, and restoration of souls who are still trapped in darkness. This is not poetry. When Jesus says, give, and heaven will open over you. Every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and safety for your family. Now is your time, my child. Have faith. And as you do, watch God multiply what you let go of. And if you have felt disconnected from your faith lately, if you have stopped praying, stopped believing, stopped listening, she wants you to know God never turned away from you. The silence was not rejection. It was sacred preparation. It was her working behind the scenes, whispering your name to the angels. And tonight they answered, you are going to start noticing unusual things, but in the most beautiful way, songs that play at the perfect moment, people calling you unexpectedly, repeating numbers, dreams that feel more like actual recollections. And your mother says, when those things occur, do not dismiss them. Allow yourself to believe again because heaven is vibrant within your life. And the moment you accept that, everything begins to shift. Archangel Michael places his hand over your heart. Now you may even perceive it as a soft pressure, a flutter, a sudden wave of peace. He is marking your heart with light, with remembrance, with a seal that declares, this one belongs to heaven. Your story is not concluded. Your healing is not finished. Your mother's love did not cease with her final breath. And this message was only the beginning. You will carry her now, not in grief, but in triumph, not in pain, but in her presence. You are not just her child anymore. You are her legacy. And wherever you proceed from this moment onward, she walks beside you, unseen, but not unfelt. Silent but not absent. She is there always forever. And she just whispered one last thing, solely for you. You've journeyed this far, my love. Do not stop now. Keep going because I will meet you again. And when I do, I will embrace you and utter the one thing I have yearned to say in person again. Well done. I always knew you would become everything I prayed for. And with that, she kisses your forehead through the veil. Archangel Michael opens his wings wide and heaven bows in honor of your heart. This was no accident. This was a divine appointment. And you are not alone. And as her presence gently lingers in the room around you, soft as wind, deep as memory, a sacred silence now resides, not emptiness, but fullness. Stillness permeated with presence. Her presence. Archangel Michael's gods. Heaven is quiet in this moment because it is observing you. Watching your soul absorb this. Watching your heart decide, do I believe this? Can I finally allow myself to feel what I've suppressed for so long? Yes. Yes, you can. Because this was the moment she anticipated. The one where you ceased pretending you weren't still awaiting a sign. And now the sign is here. The message is clear. And the voice from beyond the veil has spoken with the power of angels behind it. She didn't just come to recall the past for you. She came to unlock the future. And she says you are ready. Even if you feel frightened, even if you still weep when no one sees, even if you've questioned everything before this, you are ready because you are here reading this, sensing this, receiving this, and heaven only delivers messages when the soul is prepared. Archangel Michael now addresses your spirit directly. There is favor upon your name. There is light upon your path and there is breakthrough at your door. He declares this not as a wish but as an established fact. And if you've received this breakthrough, share this prophetic word with your network. For sharing will activate the anointing and share that breakthrough with them. A divine appointment has been inscribed into your days ahead. You may not know the hour or the form it will assume, but it is coming. And your mother already witnessed it. She wept when she saw it, but not from sorrow. From joy, she saw your smile return. Your laughter become genuine. Your nights become peaceful. She saw you enter a space, whether a home or a room or a particular moment, and suddenly realized this is what she meant. This is what she was preparing me for. You see, when someone becomes an angel, their concept of time is not restricted like ours. She has already seen your tomorrow, and your tomorrow is brighter than you imagine. It will not be without challenges. That is not the promise. But it will be filled with divine timing, soul restoration, and unexpected grace. That is the promise. She presented me with a vision now. Something I am to share with you. A box. A box you've kept closed for a long time. Perhaps it is a physical box. Perhaps it is an emotional one. But it contains memories, perhaps photographs, perhaps letters, perhaps pain. She says it is time not to forget, but to open it, to allow the grief to flow through you instead of around you, because healing does not signify forgetting. It signifies remembering with peace instead of anguish. And she says peace is what heaven is striving to bestow upon you. Now you are not cursed. You are not unfortunate. You are not forgotten. You are observed, guided, carried. You have been fighting battles invisible to everyone else. Haven't you? Smiling in rooms where your soul was barely holding together. Walking through days feeling as though no one truly grasped what you had lost. But now she is sending people, divine individuals, soul connections, conversations that will stir your spirit awake again, and you will recognize them not by their appearance, but by how they make your heart feel. She says, you will feel me in them. And that is perhaps her greatest gift. That through others, through light, through love, you will begin to experience her again in ways that fill the emptiness, not deepen it. That is why you must remain open. That is why you must not close your heart again. Because the love approaching next will be more healing than you have ever known. Before I conclude this message, one final word from her from heaven. From all the angels surrounding you right now in silence, hands pressed to their hearts in reverence for your journey. Thank you. She says, not because you were flawless, but because you persevered. You kept moving forward. You did not give up. You offered love even when you felt depleted. You showed up for others even when you were breaking. And she witnessed all of it. Every day, every tear, every choice to love despite the loss. And heaven recorded it. And now heaven is responding. Archangel Michael leans in close one last time and says, tell them they are covered. Tell them they are called. Tell them they are chosen. And nothing, not even grief, can nullify a calling. So when you perceive that soft breeze tonight, when you hear your name in the silence, when you see her face in your dreams or her handwriting in your memory, know this was not imagination. This was her. This is her still loving you, still guiding you, still here. And she is not done watching over you. Not now, not ever. She is simply closer now. Closer than your breath, closer than the stars, closer than your own heartbeat. So permit yourself to cry if you need to. Permit yourself to hope again. Permit yourself to believe again, because this message was not just for your intellect. It was for your soul, and your soul remembers everything heaven ever promised. And now it is time to advance with peace, with light, with love, and with her always beside you. Of course, let us continue this divine transmission, because the energy is still flowing and heaven has not ceased speaking over you yet. You may have presumed this message was complete, but your mother is still standing in the realm of light. Her hand over her heart softly stating, not yet. There is still one more thing they need to hear. She is patient, eternally patient. She knows you have endured enough. She knows your soul required time to believe again. To trust this, to trust yourself, to trust that this is not just words, but genuine living light entering the fissures of your broken places and making them sacred once more. So now she speaks not merely as your mother but as your guardian, your intercessor, your divine witness. And this is what she wants you to know. Don't rush your healing, she says. But also don't delay your ascent. You have remained in silence long enough. You have concealed your light for far too long. I perceive the fire within you. The fire you attempted to extinguish so you would not be too much for the world. But you were never too much. You were never too sensitive, too emotional, too spiritual, too different. You were always simply radiant, even when you did not perceive it. Her voice is gentle now, imbued with memory and light. She says, you used to shine when you were little. Perhaps not to the world, but to her. She saw it in your smile. In the way you inquired about heaven, even when you could not yet fully speak. In the way you gazed at stars as if they were family. She perceived something angelic in you then, and now she is watching you return to it. That is what this message is truly about. To return. A homecoming to the version of yourself that heaven envisioned before the world grew loud, before the loss, before the betrayal, before the fear. There is a part of you, pure, wise, luminous, that never departed. And she says, now is the moment to reclaim it. She observes how diligently you've strived to be the strong one, to keep the family cohesive, to carry their pain while concealing your own. But she is asking you now, what would transpire if you allowed someone to carry you for a while? What would happen if you permitted love to re-enter? Not through obligation, but through grace. Archangel Michael steps forward again. His sword is not elevated. It is lowered in reverence. And his words are like thunder. Yet they land like a heartbeat. Your next phase is not about endurance. It is about restoration, divine restoration, not merely of your peace, but of your purpose. Because you possess one. Your mother uttered that so many times under her breath, didn't she? They were born for more. She knew even when life intervened. Even when the financial demands, the schedules, and the pain rendered everything seemingly ordinary, she knew. And now she is recalling it. She says, your purpose is not about performance. It is not about renown or perfection or proving anything. It is about presence, being fully here, letting love and allowing others to see you again, the authentic you. Because the world requires your light and you require your own light. And there is something else, something practical. Because yes, heaven operates spiritually but also practically. She says, you have been seeking clarity on a decision, something weighing on your heart, a shift, a move, a conversation, something significant, and it has been causing pressure in your chest. And she says, they already know what to do. They are simply afraid. But I am here. They will not undertake it alone. And then with a tenderness that would bring stars to tears, she whispers, I never left. Let that truth settle within you. Every time you gaze at the sky, she is there. Every time a feather crosses your path, she is near. Every time a familiar fragrance surprises you, it is not a coincidence. It is her soul brushing against yours, saying, I am right here. Keep going. Because she did not depart. She expanded from one physical form into boundless love. And you are about to expand too. Not just spiritually, emotionally, creatively, relationally. You are stepping into a new iteration of yourself. Not a superior one, but a freer one. One not constructed on the expectations of others but on the truth of who you are when heaven is allowed to breathe through you. And she is so proud of you for having come this far. So proud of you for listening for this long. So proud of you for remaining open even when it would have been easier to shut down again. Because something is different now. You may not perceive it yet, but your energy has transformed. Your spirit has softened. Your soul has shifted. And from this moment onward, things will not feel the same. You will begin to notice signs that were previously imperceptible. You will begin to encounter people who feel strangely right, even if they are new acquaintances. You will begin to hear your own voice again. Not the voice shaped by trauma, but the voice shaped by light. Because your mother is still guiding you every step, every breath. And when you doubt, when fear attempts to creep back in, when the silence feels deafening again, return here. Return to this space, to her voice, to this truth. You are loved beyond comprehension. You are seen beyond logical explanation. You are carried beyond fear. And she is right here in the next laugh, in the next sunrise, in the next miracle, observing, smiling, praying, and whispering. You were never alone, and you never will be. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He's extending his hand and inviting you into a protected high vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life. If you follow it, you won't just receive blessings. They will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. If you desire to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. And for those who feel called to amplify this work, a link to purchase the guided ebook is available, which is completely optional. But your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.